Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about right now is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos, emails, and links. And if there's anything that you want to send me for a video, my email is in the description box below. So this first email comes in from a community member. And she said, your video brought back memories. I got harassed in Fort Myers Beach at a Catholic church, and I'm rather Nordic looking. My parents allowed me to go to Florida on a camping trip with my friend's parents, but it came with a caveat that they had to make sure I went to Mass on Sunday. My friend's mother told me that everyone wore beach clothing to this church, which wasn't a thing in Illinois, but we wore shorts anyway. A young man in the pew ahead of us turned around during the sign of peace, looked at my crotch, and said, "Peace." I assumed he really meant peace. Afterwards, after driving off, he passed us and tried to run us off the road. And my friend was a farm girl capable of driving everything from tractors to horses, and mostly the latter, dodged his attack. I'm sure this asshat was even more angry than the out of state license plate. I'm surprised to learn that Florida is that way. Good luck to you. It's uh it's not what everybody thinks. Okay, so here is an email along with a link to a video, a YouTube video. Okay, and I'll leave it in the description box below. And she said this YouTube video came up on my, her news feed or whatever you want to call it. Okay. She said from 1989, Dottie endured several severe back pain from a ruptured disc that caused her vertebrae to calcify her spinal cord. Sadly, the physical and emotional and financial strain took its toll, and in 1994, Buck and Dottie divorced. But Dottie could not be kept down. A dozen surgeries did not quiet her gift. Throughout the 1990s, Dottie continued to sing across the country and on television. Each step made her stronger. Each moment she sang and spoke to others built her confidence and her strength. And the accolades kept coming in. In 1994, the Christian Country Music Association awarded her the Songwriter of the Century Award. Well, that's amazing. Even the industry outside of gospel music took note of all that Dottie Rambo accomplished. In 2000, ASCAP honored Dottie with the prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award. Oh, wow. Tragically, as her tour dates were again increasing, her life came to an end. En route to a series of concerts in Texas, Dottie's tour bus was blown off the road. Oh no. The impact took her on Mother's Day weekend 2008. The Christian music world, family, and friends were devastated by the loss. Over 4,000 people attended her homegoing service at Christ Church in Nashville, Tennessee. The choir loft was packed full of singers and songwriters from the Christian music world who wanted to participate in her remembrance, led by Bill Gaither. Even then, President George W. Bush sent a flag from the White House that had flown on the day of her passing. It seemed the whole country felt her loss. But her spirit lives through the music she has left behind. In September of 2009, the posthumous CD of songs she was recording at the time of her death was released. Sheltered would capstone her recording career, covered classics like Sheltered in the Arms of God and Remind Me, Dear Lord, and well-loved songs such as I've Never Been This Homesick and If That Isn't Love. Also carrying on the torch of her songs are the loved ones left behind, her daughter Rita Rambo McGuire, son-in-law Donnie McGuire, and grandchildren Dion and Scott Dismuke, great-grandson Dyson, Destiny Rambo McGuire, and Israel Anthem. Her family has recorded two projects as Rambo McGuire, celebrating Dottie's music. The songs of Dottie Rambo has proven staying power through good times and bad, triumph and trial. They are there to console, uplift, and sometimes just make you laugh. Her songs emanating from record to cassette to CD to digital files. By the modern day campfire, we all gather around and feel warmed. There is a belief, even if she hadn't written one song, she still would have changed the world. This is the story of Dottie Rambo. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love it. Thank you. I'll leave that link in the description box. Okay, so here is a little something something that was sent in by a community member. Okay, ready to take a listen? Let's go.
I think, again, like the COVID scare, and as you've covered many times in your show, that this is going to be, and maybe a combination of COVID and monkeypox, is going to be the next big scare. And keeping people from the polls, keeping people in their homes, forcing them to take a vaccination, to keep their job, or to go to work, to keep their job, or to go to work, or to buy groceries, or whatever it might be. And the listeners and people who aren't listeners yet need to be aware of this, and do not let the fake media and the scare tactics work, again, because they're gearing it up. It started yesterday. I've got direct firsthand information about this, and it is coming.
All right, so here is an article that was sent in by a community member. I'll read a little bit of it to you, okay? And then I'll leave the link in the description box below. So the National Park Foundation has announced that it has received the largest grant in its nearly 60-year history, $100 million gift from the Lilly Endowment Incorporated. The foundation, which is the fundraising arm of the National Park Service, said the money would help pay for programs to enhance the park system, which includes more than 400 sites nationwide. That's beautiful. That's awesome. I'm happy about that. Thank you. Okay, so here's an article that was sent in, and I'll read a little bit, all right? And then the link will be in the description box. From Michigan to Massachusetts, people have been thwarted or even outright banned from growing food on their own property. But thanks to the concerted efforts of people and their legal allies, the right to garden laws are slowly gaining traction. Such legislation remains scarce at the state level. However, only Illinois and Florida have laws on the books, although Maine recently updated its constitution with the right to food amendment. Progress is being made in Florida and Illinois so far. That's hard-won legislation. Let's see, getting reforms like this is past very, very difficult. Why is it so difficult to allow people to have a garden on their own property that they pay taxes on that property? Their homes sit on that property. So if I want to grow a freaking carrot, I should be allowed to. Just the same as if I want to grow flowers. I'm allowed to grow flowers, but I can't grow a damn carrot? Or what, Sean? Or bury bodies. Well, you know what? Actually, in the state of Florida, that's legal. It's legal to have a cemetery on your own property. And if you have a certain amount, you no longer have to pay taxes on that property because now it's considered a cemetery. Look it up. Yep. So this community member wrote in and she said, please tell me you remember the song I got a skeeter on my Peter Whack It Off. Yes, of course I remember that. Because stop it, Sean. Because as soon as Sean heard me talking about the other day about Massachusetts being on voluntary lockdown because of the mosquitoes, he started singing that song. So here's another. God, that's in my head now. I got a skeeter on my Peter Whack It Off. Damn it. So here's another email from a community member. She said, I bit into a banana last night. Talking about skeeters. She said it tasted so odd, so I left it peeled on a paper plate. More than 12 hours later, it had not turned brown. Where are you buying your bananas? Because the bananas that I bought at Sam's last week, they're already turned into sugar. You know when they turn brown, it's because they're turning into sugar. Yeah, yeah. So here's a link that's going to be in the description box. And this community member said, good information to know. Everyone should hear this. It's very telling. Dan Bongino testifies on Trump shooting failures. Thank you. And here's an email from a community member. And I think he also, yeah, there's going to be another link in the description box. He said, here's a video on what the deep state is. Although it's pretty good, it is really just the scratch of the scratch. Remember, I said all earthly roads lead to kith and kin, NASA. There is so much that it is covered up by the truth that the lies look safe. The answer to the problem looks life-saving, but they also turn out to be the detriment to the people. In the end, the masses always believe it's about money. There's always truth covered lie. It's always about power and control. If I own and control the checkerboard, I could care less if you play checkers or chess. The vision I give you over the seas can make you feel hateful or make you feel free. Free enough to give your money to little children starving and in deep despair and send your rockets bursting into air. Talking about rockets, you know, Elon is bringing back those astronauts that would have been stuck up in space for what, 6 months or a year or something like that. So back and forth your head doth spin, but in the end I win again. The pen is more mighty than the sword because it was written for those that hoard. Yeah, talking about the pen. Remember Kamala with her swiper for pen? Right on. So hoard not the food or the drink, but hoard the paper that holds the ink. For the first time is close at hand when girls are now like man. A circle I have now complete to prove you can't compete with one as great as I while I poison your earth and your sky. Oh, how you wish to cry. Oh, how you wish to die. But I answer, I must confess, while you ponder your distress, step back and bend down upon your knee, rid yourself of all your guilt and pray for others to the hilt and stock up on other people's needs. Pray morning, noon, and night to make it through the plight that the Lord will be with you in this fight. Give others what they may need, even if it seems like greed. While they suffer through their grief, they cannot steal nor be labeled as a thief. When you and your enemies start seeing the same movie and realize you're looking at the same screen, you all realize you're just acting out parts, whether left or right, and it's to the same scene. You'll discover the answer is within yourself. If you don't, you'll surely fall. Serve one another and pray for one another. If you do this, I will lose you all. The Great Commission is what Christ preached. Read it. Does it ring a bell? For if you do what he asks, then all of this charade will return to me, will return with me to hell. D. Ward, 2024. That link will be in the description box below. That was amazing writing, man. Amazing writing. So this community member wrote in and she said, it's time for me to buy some more Nido Fortificado. I only have 1 can left on the pantry shelf. It's gone up so much in price from $17 to $33. That's insane. That's insane for powdered milk. Let me ask you, does it literally taste any better than, say, Walmart brand or Sam's Club brand? She said right next to the Nido is a can of KLIM, also made by Nestle. It's much cheaper for 20 bucks. Has anyone ever used KLIM? Is it as good as Nido? What do you think of it? Tastes creamy. I love Nido and have used it for years and years. It's a staple. I use it in coffee, hot tea, breakfast cereal. My dog gets her Nido every morning and sometimes throughout the day. I make gravy and sauces, roux, bake with it, cook with it. I like Nido. We have to stop buying so many things. Food, no new clothes in years and years, not even socks or shoes. Bare feet does not wear out in socks. I dilute my laundry soap, my shampoo, even the ketchups. I use less sugar in my tea and flavored water. There is nothing left to cut out. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Please tell me about the KLIM. I've never used it, babe, so I can't tell you. Okay, but it's maybe somebody else has. But the powdered milk that I buy is like the Sam's Club brand. Yeah. But then again, I don't drink milk because I'm lactose intolerant. So is everybody in the family. We're all lactose intolerant. So I can't tell you, you know. But the powdered milk, that's dairy free. So I'm fine with using that. But then again, I don't sit here and like drink it or even eat cereal. I haven't eaten cereal and I can't tell you how long. I mean, I think it's been like 5 or 6 years. Um, but like it's fine to cook with, to bake with, you know. For my coffee, I buy non-dairy coffee creamer. Um, but other than that, like if the kids want chocolate milk or strawberry milk, I just use the powdered milk and they don't know any different, you know, they've never complained, you know. So honestly, I can't tell you, but maybe somebody can, right? Okay, so here's something coming at you, and this was sent in by my husband. Um, we're gonna watch a video, okay? And this is new, okay? A Filipino cult leader who goes by the Son of God is allegedly hiding in a secret chamber 90 feet underground with a dozen fanatics, okay? Apollo Quibolo, may be hiding under his 75-acre complex after his compound was raided by 2,000 police officers. Now, this Apollo claims he is the owner of the universe and says he has 6 million supporters. I highly doubt that, Apollo, okay? So the cult leader is wanted by police for his alleged horrifying uh, traffic crimes, you know, too many tickets, okay? So the cult leader is, you know, I can't even, he calls himself a pastor, but he's not. He's a cult guy. He's on the FBI's most wanted list for a wide variety of crimes. He's a jack. There's something wrong with him, you know. So watch this with me, all right? And then we'll talk more about him.
Itutok mo lang. Yan. Ayun, 2 minutes lang. Tapos next video na ulit tayo.
Kada si Sir, ma'am. Oh, selfie. Murag artista, kapindi ka nag-camera.
Tawagan naman wala pa.
Nandun siya sa publishing kasi. Nandun din siya nag-ano, video. Sir, rate ang room, sir.
Ay, namibidyo naman eh.
Hi, sir. Ano yung panasik?
Tanang good sir, maka-afford na good sila sa Hontiveros. Ikaw daw sir, sumasuma ha. Sana ako siya siniri sa Hontiveros. Sa kagwapo sa mga kinabuhi. That's my princess world.
So his compound borders Davos, and it's Davos International Airport, and a 75,000 capacity dome. What do you need all that room for? So footage taken by police that you just saw shows the living space in the basement of the compound where the slaves are living. Yeah. So police say their radar equipment detected 20 to 30 people about 90 feet underground. Where's your air? I don't think I could breathe that far underground. So this Quiboloi, Apollo, said he was appointed as the son of God. No, you weren't. And claimed in 2019 to stop a major earthquake. No, you didn't. Stop lying. You didn't stop nothing. All right. Anyway, all right, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.